Hi, it's Elizabeth with Babble Better. And as a speech pathologist, I've done a lot of work with dementia, with Parkinson's disease, with voice issues, with all kinds of different medical, everything that we're trained on, right? But I want you to realize and know when you have somebody with dementia, you want to not let them give an incorrect answer because they'll, especially when they're further along, they're not going to remember the correct response or the correct thing. They're going to remember the incorrect one. That's one of the things I learned in a recent continuing education that I did around the time when mom was ill. But so like if they go to a restaurant and you don't want to ask them, what did you get? Because they may not remember. Oh, did you like the salmon? So you help them give the right answer. You help them remember what it was that they said, what it was, how they're doing. You kind of lead them into the correct answers, if that makes sense. Otherwise, for some reason, letting them have an option of saying something incorrectly is actually going to mess them up for remembering the right thing. Like, did you put the remote on the couch or on the table? Giving them an option of saying the wrong one, if it's not on the table, and they say it, they're going to remember that. So you want to say, oh, did you put the remote on the couch like we usually do? Something like that. So set them up. Oh, remember, we're putting the remote on the couch arm, or if you always put it on the table. Okay, remember, we're putting the remote on the table. Did you put the remote on the table? Yes, right? It goes on the table, on the end of the table, or on the table in the basket. Something like that. So not talking down to them, but leading them to the right answer, because our older, gentle people are, they, especially as they get older, they don't like to be wrong. They don't like to be talked down to either. So we need to say it in a way that helps reinforce them being confident in their thinking and confident in their brains, even though we know that they're starting to fail. Like one of the examples in the training that I did was when somebody leaves a restaurant and they see somebody that they haven't seen in a while. Oh, what did you have is a really hard question for them because it's a totally open-ended question. I'm guessing you had a really wonderful time today, just like you did the last time I saw you. Something like that. Oh, I bet you had a really delicious dinner. Right? Something is really easy. We're like, yes, I did. Oh, and I had the salmon or whatever it was. So hopefully this helps. I know this isn't my normal toddler talk, but it's really important when we're talking about communication at all different ages. There are little tips and tricks that we can do to help our loved ones. So that's one thing I learned recently that really helped with my family member, and hopefully will help you as well. Please follow. Thank you.